Welcome to TVP Studios, and today, as you can see, we received our HD 500 from Livestream. FedEx just delivered it about 5 minutes ago. We're going to open it up, and there's Lula, and we're going to open it up and see what all is inside. We got our box in from Livestream, 11 8th Avenue in New York. Just came into TVP Studios. I'm going to stay out of the light so you can see it clearly. And it's a 35-pound box. Looks like it's in good condition. There's a little bit of a scrape right here. Looks like it's been gouged a little bit. Other than that, there's a little bit of gouge here. It says, the electrical material, do not drop, don't crush. Do not open with sharp object. Fragile electrical equipment. So, instead of opening it up with a sharp object, I'm going to try to open it up with my finger. It just doesn't work, sorry. I'll use the dullest scissors I can find. Looks like it's packaged pretty good. The reason why they say don't open with a sharp object is now obvious. Not painfully obvious, but just obvious, that the very top, you got your bubble wrap, and right underneath your bubble wrap is a nice canvas soft case from Livestream. It's in pretty good condition. It feels like there's stuff inside of it, which my guess would be manuals, maybe some cables. Wow. Inside here, it's actually pretty nifty. First thing I see is a keyboard. Nice keyboard. It's probably Chinese because there's no brand name on it, but feels pretty solid. I probably would prefer my Logitech, but I'll try this one first. Also, I can see is a breakout cable. This breakout cable will plug into the unit through the serial port and breaks out to a bunch of stuff. And I'm not sure what. Oh, it looks like a lot of audio. Audio or component input, or YRB component input. And then there's another one here, which is an RS-232 deck control. So if I want to hook up my decks to have deck control, that's what that's about. I'll put that down here. We have our Livestream Studio HD production switcher. What is this? Probably the user manual. What's in here is all the discs. There's a control bob that it won't work without it. Here are discs, backup discs, monitor discs, motherboard discs, all the discs that your general computer would come with. So that's what was inside this box. Also in here comes a nice cool Logitech mouse. I probably use mine. And a nice shoulder strap for this Livestream case, which will hold the whole computer when all this stuff is out of here. Then there's these little connectors. I don't remember what they're called. but they will take place of the BNC connectors. It's BNC to this little kind of a snap connector to make sure it stays in for all the video inputs. Your AC cord. Welcome to your new Livestream Studio HD 500, and a user manual. It's kind of like a startup manual. It's not going to be the full-blown manual. And underneath the case, another box, within a box, sort of, or a tray, if you will. And once we take that out, oh wow, we got some really cool fluorescent green TVP colored foam. Smells brand new. And we'll be keeping all these boxing materials because if any component breaks on this computer, the whole thing has to go back. So we'll make sure not to throw any of this stuff away. And the actual computer is here. It's actually a lot smaller than I anticipated. So let me get rid of the box. This is our Livestream computer. And we'll unpackage it very carefully. And like I said before, this is a lot smaller than anticipated. And this is my first impressions is it's a tiny, tiny little computer. It's not very heavy. It feels about 15, 20 pounds. It's pretty solid. It's got a couple things on the bottom that are making noise. And as I'm looking at it, it looks like they're feet of some sort. And it's got balancing other feet that unscrew. And probably when it's open, let's see what these feet do. If I pull the feet out and put it on its, okay, it holds it back at a slight angle so that when you're looking at the monitor from here, it's not like this. Because when you're sitting at a table, people mostly move their monitor back a little bit, angle it a little bit so it's looking up at you. The handle is leather. Everything else is solid metal, no plastic. And if I unscrew the faceplate, I have, okay, the faceplate comes off completely and is aluminum. It's a nice plate. I'm trying to think what else we can use it for other than storage. It would be nice if it swung down like this and stayed on there to be used for the keyboard table, but it's not. Let me move this back a little bit. So it just comes off. I guess you just put it aside. Maybe I could put it on this side so people can read Livestream, but no, there's air vents on the back, so I can't use it for that. So there's no other use for this plate other than to protect the monitor, the LCD built-in monitor. There's a little light on top, probably for the power. On the right, there is another button, maybe power. There's a plate here, probably for future stuff, inputs, outputs, maybe for additional hardware or hard drives. There's a little tiny fan. I'm a little concerned about this little fan because in a tight situation, this little fan may make a lot of noise. And the smaller the fans get, as I know from experience, that the small fans tend to whine after a few years of use. So this may need to be replaced after a while. So on and off switch. There's a bigger fan up here for the computer. This fan is obviously for the power unit. On the left side, we have this air vent. There's nothing in it. I can see clearly through inside the whole unit. And there's a whole big space right there, probably for another hard drive or something. Then you got a bunch of hookups, which are going to be your Ethernet, your USB ports, your mouse and keyboard hookups, your audio jacks in and out, and your breakout cables up here, like a serial port, and then your video inputs. The power unit has a strange plug coming out here. I'm not sure what that's for. We'll find out later. And this is the end of my first impressions for the Livestream HD 500 unit.